Sophie Taeuber-Arp is as well known in Switzerland that her profile for a long time graced one of the most common banknotes, far less known abroad. Her husband, John Arp, far better known. It seems like a sort of typical, the couple, the man is better known than the woman. But it felt really important to highlight what Sophie Taeuber-Arp's contribution was in her own right.
So if we look at the early 20th century in general, every major movement in European art had some impact from the creativity of Sophie Taeuber-Arp. Marionettes were performing on stage just 3 times. It was at the end of the First World War in summer 1918, when the world, just like we are now, was in pandemic during Spanish flu. So only 3 performances, after which the theatre was closed. She moved to Paris and established herself within the Parisian circles. And then, of course, when the Nazis marched into Paris in 1940 during the Second World War, she had to flee, and she joined a circle of emigre artists in exile, who were trying to create artistic communities and continue with their creativities in the unoccupied zones of France.
I think Sophie Taeuber-Arp is one of those artists where you think you may not know the name, and even if you do know the name, you may know 1 or 2 signature pieces, some of the sort of abstract, geometric, colourful compositions. But what this exhibition does is it shows you the whole artist. You get to see her monochrome works, her colourful works, her stained glass, her textiles, and even some of these marionettes that I'd never heard of before. So that's wonderful to see the full diversity of her portfolio. I think one thing we're seeing from a lot of exhibitions right now is to show female artists who have often been seen as under the shadow of their husband, who was also a successful artist, and bringing them out to show them in their own light. And as we can see from this show, she is very much a separate artist to her husband. Yes, of course, he's referenced in this exhibition, but this exhibition is purely about putting the spotlight on her and what she achieved in her career.
Well, in everything we will follow, of course, government guidelines. Our staff is likely to continue to wear masks. I dare say a great many visitors will choose to wear masks. And equally, we will monitor the visitor flow to see what feels comfortable for everybody.